20 years ago, I began a journey on the road of discovery. For a while back then, I had been feeling nudges, which I realized later were from the Holy Spirit. Just nudges every now and then to try to do something to understand myself better, to learn more about myself. But I never committed to anything until I received an invitation from my pastor's wife back then, who was going to lead a women's retreat. And she invited me to go along. And I hesitated at first because I had never been on a women's retreat, and my schedule was really, really full at that time. But I decided somehow the Holy Spirit gave me a big enough nudge to accept her invitation, and I took that step forward and attended the women's retreat. Well, I have to tell you that when I got there, much to my dismay, I found that there were two women from the church there who I always avoided like the plague. In my closed mind at that time, they were crazy, and I just didn't handle their presence very well. But during the 2 days of that retreat, after hearing everyone share their life stories during retreat moments and meal times and prayers, I found that my eyes and ears began to open, my heart began to soften, my mind began to clear. And after this retreat, I actually became closer to those two women. That was a big step forward in transformation for me. And my journey has continued, and several years ago, I began to be interested in the Enneagram, and I kept telling myself I would learn more about myself, learn more about my number, but of course I never committed to anything, but I kept getting these nudges. Again, I know it's the Holy Spirit trying to remind me to continue my journey about learning more about myself. And upon an invitation from our pastor, Kristen, she invited me to study the Enneagram with our church staff. So I accepted and took that step forward to learn more about myself and about others who are not like me. And I really believe that each step forward that I make on this road helps me to more firmly believe and accept that we truly are all children of God, not just people who are just like me. I hope to continue my journey down this road because each opportunity for transformation for me offers an opportunity for others to be transformed in my mind and in my heart.